Welcome back to Lessons from the Front. Right, so we're at the Elias Community Centre today, and today I've got Shao with me. And Shao, what are we going to be getting up to?
Alright, I will be doing a short demonstration to convert the winter Germans into fins with the white overalls. However, looking at it also, the fins can also pass off as winter Germans. And you can see here, these are some, can take a look here at the table. Yeah. These are some that have been they have done earlier. This was actually the first piece. And see here, the guy with the Kar-98 and the captured Soviet SMG. And here's another one. And this time he has his hood being pulled back over.
Alright, flip back over his
flip
head.
back over. And here you have another guy with the white coverall. But then I have also seen pictures where the white coveralls actually don't have sleeves. So this is modeled after him.
Very nice.
Yes. And lastly, also if you take a look at pictures of the Winter War as well as the Continuation War, some of them, they actually have white jackets with the big fur lining on the neck. So this will be him.
Okay, so you're going to give this figurine a fur collar. What material are you going to use to create that?
Okay, I know people use green stuff and all. Basically, it's up to the modeler's preference lah. Basically, all of them are just two-part epoxy putty.
Yeah. So the two parts come together and then they harden, right? There's a chemical reaction.
And I'm not sure how they package the green stuff, but I know for the modeling epoxy putty, normally the hardener and the resin compound, they are always separated. So you don't really have much of a worry to when it comes to the storing it lah.
Yeah. So as long as they're stored separately, they won't harden. But once you combine them together,
yes, yeah, it does get a bit of getting used to it lah.
Yeah. So this modeling epoxy putty is very similar to green stuff, is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Why do you prefer this modeling epoxy putty?
Oh, because I can get it easily at the model shop that I normally frequent.
So basically, it's more accessible to you, is it?
Yeah.
So what are you going to be doing with this chap?
So this guy, he's going to have the fur. Yeah. So I will adjust both with my hand and this thing here lah.
Right. We'll try and get in closer. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, try to.
Okay, so you're putting a piece around his neck.
Yeah. Then after that, try to manipulate it to the rough shape first.
All right. Do you ever work with photographs, or is this just from memory, or as you go you feel it away?
I actually and my workspace is just beside my PC, so I'll just hop over to the Facebook page that I have.
Okay, so I'm going to be putting a photograph here. Can you guys see this photograph next to the figure? That's what Shah is busy trying to emulate. Okay. I see you keep adding a bit of water. How does that help?
Yes, the water makes it easier to actually manipulate, so it doesn't stick to your fingers or your whatever this thing is.
That's what I found with green stuff. It's incredibly sticky. I'm finding myself using a lot of saliva as I worked.
Yeah, so it's good to have water beside it.
Yes.
Yeah. Is this one? Okay, can. Yeah, there's actually no exact science as to which of these is used for what, but once you get the hang of it, you kind of like know which is for which one and what is it good for or used for, Yeah, so sometimes you make use of the different parts of this to actually get it in.
So what are you trying to do now?
Yeah, trying to get it as thin and as rectangular as possible as what I see have in the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out. So is the clay eventually going to be a lot thinner than it is now?
I will try to make it as thin as possible.
Right.
Yeah, so normally I will try to start off with less.
Yeah.
Then I work around, then I add on if I need more.
Right.
But sometimes also starting with less also is still a bit too much for the scale of it. So at that point, as long as it looks decent at one arm's length away is fine, because at this scale,
yes,
it is
so
forgivable.
Do you mostly kind of modeling for effect on a war games table, right?
Again, sorry?
So you're modeling for effect on a war games table.
Yeah, more for the feel.
Yeah.
More for the feel of it. If I can get it like about 75% feel, that is fine. Yeah. Because for this kind of scale, depends. Some of us may be quite particular about the details.
Right.
Yes. But if you choose to what you call it? Stress yourself over it, it will never get done.
Right.
Yeah. In the words of Bernard, one of the local model shop owners here, says finished, not perfect. That is the most important thing.
What is that? Finished?
Finished, not perfect.
Yes. Okay. Finished but not perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of our painting is like that too, right? When you're painting to war game and not for a diorama, we tend to paint for effect more than for detail, right?
Yeah. So for example, I did this car 98, I painted it to look similar to the Mosin Nagant. But if you look closely, you will know it's a car 98. But if you look from far, it can pass off as any World War II rifle, Soviet or German. Yeah.
I apologize for not being able to get the camera always in focus, guys. I'm hoping you're getting an idea of how Shao is manipulating the putty.
Yeah, this is Ken. Okay, so I'll use this to.
So what's that?
This is an old toothbrush. I use it for anything and everything, even putting the splatter effect on tanks on my 35 scale tanks. Yeah, so you can just use it for anything and everything.
All right. Yeah. So don't throw away your old toothbrushes,
folks.
All right. So what are you hoping to achieve here then? Interesting. So you wet the brush. So obviously the putty then doesn't stick to the brush, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. So it's the fur, the effect on the fur that you're trying to create. It looks quite therapeutic as well. Do you enjoy doing this?
I actually enjoy building more than painting. Right. Yeah. That's
so
why
creating.
Yeah, that's also one reason why I have a lot of unpainted 735 scale projects.
I see.
Yeah.
That's because you basically just enjoy this process of creating something unique.
I need to add a bit more pressure.
A bit more pressure. I see. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's also good to have a new toothbrush because
new one?
Yeah, because the effects and the bristles are much more harder.
I see.
Yeah, this one is a
little bit frayed, isn't it?
But it's still useful for other things.
Yeah.
That's also one reason why I keep on beating my dead brush to no end until I had to force myself to throw it away.
So the next time my dentist says to me, you need a new toothbrush, I could actually say, this toothbrush has a final purpose.
Okay, so a bit more.
Yeah. I see. I guess you could also use a pin.
But I like the random effect of the brush, and also find the bristles are much more finer.
Right.
Yeah, and covers a larger area, so can.
Yeah.
Finish. Not perfect.
Okay, let's have a look.
Yes. So in about okay. Yeah, so basically after you mix it, you have about 30 minutes of working time, and after that 30 minutes it starts to reach a consistency where it lets you actually put in the effect. They call it the plasticizing time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold that still. Let's have a look.
Yeah, plasticizing time. And
Oh,
beyond
okay.
that, it takes about 6 hours to cure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you wait for it to cure before you paint it?
Ah, yes, of course, have to.
Okay.
Have to. But normally, okay, this guy I did not time how long it took. This guy with the hood and the extra accessories here took me about 45 minutes.
So what do you mean? 45 minutes
45
from
minutes.
start to finish?
Yes. Yeah, not including putting on the strap. Putting on the
okay.
strap is a
So
different ball game.
So tell me about the strap for the SMG, yes?
Okay, so basically there are, okay, if you check on the internet, there are several ways to do straps. I've seen people actually using aluminium foil,
Right.
or tin foil from those aluminium trays. I've seen people using putty or green stuff. There's also another way to actually do it, which is actually to use masking tape, whether is it the model painter's masking tape or your normal masking tape. You
Right.
fold it over,
Squeeze my fingers.
and then you cut it to size,
Right.
and you use super glue.
Okay.
So while I've tried using putty, I
Yeah.
did not like it. I've tried using aluminium foil and the tin foil from the aluminium tray.
Right.
It's okay, but the malleability of the metal to me has some limitations.
Right.
I do not know how to describe it, but once you use it, you will know.
Right.
Whereas for tape is actually much more softer, it's easier to actually manipulate, and you can, and for example, when you do the tops on tanks, right? Okay,
Yes.
what you can do is, for example, you have the tank here, so whatever,
Tank,
yeah,
right?
whatever. Okay, so whatever, hold on, stowage.
Right.
And I'm just going to use some of it. So whatever stowage that you have here,
Right.
right, and then you putty on the top. Okay, this is just a rough demo lah. Putty on the top,
Right.
on. And after that, you can use all this for all the folds and creases.
Right.
So once you are done, right,
Yeah.
when you put the strap on, you can actually press it down a little
Oh, I
bit to
see.
indent,
Right.
and then you add on a bit more of.
Right.
of
So
anything
just
like
remind
that.
us, what is that yellow strapping called then?
Basically, it's just masking tape folded over.
Oh, so a
cut.
double layer of masking tape.
Yes,
I
it can
see.
be the normal masking
Right.
tape that you get from your bookshop, which
Right.
is thicker. Can also be the masking tape that you get from those model shop that modelers always like to use for to mask off painting areas.
Right. So you're saying an advantage of this masking tape is that it's got some strength.
Yes.
So if you're doing a top, for example, you can pull it down and
Yeah.
create the
Yeah, and it
indentation.
is soft, so it's a bit easier. I find it. That's just my opinion
Yes.
to manipulate.
Right.
Like this.
So to put into the correct position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do anything to keep that strap in its place? Like how do you
Super glue.
fix it? Oh, super glue.
Super
All
glue.
right, super glue. So
Yeah.
super glue will put this.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
So it's just super glued here.
Yeah.
And just pull it over.
Yeah.
Adjust it to the position.
Right.
And just okay. Of course, have to wait for one end to dry first before you drape it
I see.
over.
So
Then
this
you
is not a quick
yeah.
fix.
Then you can just either use this or use a normal tweezer to adjust, and then super glue on the other
Right,
end.
so you bring it around with a tweezer, hold it in place,
Yeah.
add the super glue, and then let
Yes.
it dry.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very
Then after that, you
interesting.
can just cut it.
So
to
cut off any
size.
excess.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So for example, here this part is not seen, so it's quite forgiven. It's quite
Right.
forgivable lah.
Right.
Yeah. This one also here, also. So sometimes, okay,
Right.
so it depends also. If let's say if the viewers they want to add extra guns here,
Yes.
but they never do any putty like this. So
Right.
sometimes you have those gaps in the middle, like
Yes.
in between the arms, right?
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
actually run through the gap. So it looks more
Oh,
natural.
I see. It covers some of the
So for
space.
this one, some compromise, some modifications were needed lah. So
Yeah.
actually from here, super glue here,
Right.
then just put a tiny dab of super glue and just push it in,
Right.
just like that, and just cut it to length.
Okay.
So it
Nice.
depends lah. It depends on your model. Depends on what look you want.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no fixed rule for everything. You just got to try and see.
Yeah.
If let's say anyone who's viewing this wants to try, is a bit afraid to try this on your BA infantry, you
Yeah.
can. I don't know, maybe can ask anyone if they have any extra pieces or take that leap of faith and just do it.
Right.
like what I did with this
So
guy.
you're saying, so this chap with the white cape that you've already painted,
Yes.
you're saying that was your first figure?
Yes.
Is very well done.
Thank you.
And you say it was inspired off a photograph, right? Okay, photograph, click here. You can see it to the right
Yeah,
of the
there's plenty
figure.
of there's this. I happened to chance upon this Facebook group that has colorized photos of the Finnish army during World War II.
Ah, see, okay.
Yes.
Link below.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, the back.
That was really short. Less than
Yes.
10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thanks, Shah. I really enjoyed that, and I'm sure the viewers also enjoyed your little demonstration of how to convert a winter German into a winter Finn. Let's end this video with some snapshots of before and after images of Shah's work. If you enjoyed the contents of this video, please do smash like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And in the meantime, happy gaming!